spider and the trouble with 5. Once in a long before time, in West Africa, there lived a spider named
Anansi.
Anansi was blessed with 6 children who watched over him. They were named for their talents. Their names were Sea Trouble,
Sea Trouble.
Road Builder,
Road Builder.
River Drinker,
River Drinker.
Stone Thrower,
Stone Thrower.
Game Winner,
Game Winner.
and Cushion.
Cushion.
Anansi and his children had to travel across the countryside because there was no food in their village. So they set out on a long journey to find food. They traveled up the mountains,
Up the mountains.
across the grasslands,
Across the grasslands.
and around a cave.
Around the cave.
And all the while, Anansi's children were very protective of their father. Meanwhile, across the countryside, there lived a dog, an owl, a guinea fowl with her 2 ducklings, and an unhappy old woman who had magical powers. Her name was Five hated her name because people made fun of it ever since she was a child. Sometimes Five used her powers for evil, so some people called her a witch.
Hey, Brother Spider, give me 5. Hey, Brother Spider, how many fingers am I holding up? 3. No, it's 5.
Five finally decided to put an end to the name calling, so she created a magic spell.
Whoever says 5 will fall down and disappear.
No one could say that number without disappearing. Children could no longer recite their 5 times tables. People had to drop the word 5 from their vocabulary. Meanwhile, Anansi and his children happened to be traveling when Sea Trouble stopped them and said,
I see trouble.
Sea Trouble told his father and brothers about Five the Witch and how she had cast a spell on the village and made people disappear. But Anansi was not worried. He told his children, do not fear.
Do not fear.
Then Road Builder started clearing the road for the family to continue traveling.
Swish, swish.
Then Road Builder told his family nothing could stop them now.
Nothing can stop us now.
But Anansi saw a river in their way.
Stop. I see a river in our way.
And so it was River Drinker's turn to show his talents. River Drinker said he could drink up the whole river.
I'm just getting tired.
So River Drinker and his friends began drinking and drinking.
Go, 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 go.
River Drinker and his friends swallowed the river and cleared the way. But then the family came upon Five the Witch. So Game Winner decided to share his talents. He begged Anansi to let him play a trick on the witch. So Game Winner approached Five and asked if she could help them find food.
Help us find food. And how many people are in your family? 1, 2, my father and my 5. Your what? My 5. Whoever says 5 will fall down and
countryside. Stone Thrower was angry and said she would throw stones at the witch for taking her brother.
I will throw stones at you for taking my brother.
But Anansi stopped Stone Thrower from using violence and said, we cannot hurt other people.
We cannot hurt other people. That's my goodness. I don't think it was a big hug to make us feel any.
But Anansi did want to outsmart the witch. Anansi explained how he would plant 5 hills of soil along the side of the road and wait for the visitors to pass by. Anansi would ask each visitor how many piles of soil were here. If they said 5, they would disappear and he would keep their food for their family. First came Brother Dog with a big basket of fruit. Anansi asked Brother Dog how many piles of soil were there.
How many piles of soil were there? What? You should have learned how to count by yourself.
So Brother Dog left and took his basket of fruit with him. Next came Brother Owl with a basket of fruit on his head. Anansi tried to trick Brother Owl and asked how many piles of soil were here.
How many piles of soil were here? Well, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And Brother Owl fell over and disappeared into the countryside, leaving his beautiful fruit for Anansi and his children. Then one day, Mrs. Guinea Fowl came by with a basket of fruit and her 2 ducklings, Tweet and Pluck. Anansi asked her how many piles of soil were here.
How many piles of soil were here? What? You don't know the cat factory. It's not nice black. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the one
Anansi was taken by surprise and told her that is not the way you count.
That is not the way you count.
Anansi said, I don't know of a number called the one I am standing on.
I don't know one. I don't know of a number called the one am I standing on. But you didn't know how to count.
So Mrs. Guinea Fowl said again,
Well, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the one I'm standing on.
Anansi grew frustrated and told Mrs. Guinea Fowl that is not what she was supposed to say.
That is not she's supposed to say. You're supposed to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fall down and disappear.
Sadly, Anansi fell prey to his own trickery and left Mrs. Guinea Fowl to watch over all his children. The end.